Alright, so what we're going to do today is a basic radial trim. First you start with your finger pressure on the last tooth to draw straight over your first part line. Draws a perfectly straight part line. This will be our section, no bigger than an inch. 3/4 of an inch is usually proper and prime. So I'm going to take this down half of the length it is, just to give them a really short cut, but not too short on top. That way I don't have to use the clippers. It's called what's known as finger length. And then I'm going to take my next section, draw that line over, draw straight up, grab just a tiny bit of the front of this as my guide, which is right there. Pull this back into it. And from behind here I can see my guide. As you can see, there's my guide and there's my lump. As you work your guide forward, pull it back and see your guide length and just cut everything to that same length right there that you got. But always remember to kind of round it like it's a radial. Instead of making straight lines, try to curve.
Real hair has curves.
If you get lost, I pretty much know my guide length, so I can just grab lots of amounts and put it in. But if you get lost, comb it back down, go back to your guide, find where your guide is at, and then pull some long hairs into it. A few maybe just like that is a lot easier than a whole huge big thick section. So just push a little back into it. And if you ever have too much, back it off and just grab a little bit of it until you see where it needs to be cut. It's up with you, you'll be able to just naturally know how much to cut. And as you can see, here's a big clue right there from where my guide was. Going down on the sides, it's real easy. Now I'm going to use the sides and do the clippers on the sides, so we're just going to try to radial the top. Then rotate your guide down towards the front corners. You can do this towards the back too. Ask the customer to stay still so you don't cut your fingers if you have to. But you see how I'm rotating that guide down towards the front. So, like I said, do a diagonal point down towards the front corner, and you can even and if you pull the bangs straight out from where they come out of the head, you can make them all the same length. That's what we're going to do in this case. We're not going to leave them longer. But if you wanted to, you could just pull them back to this section and cut them up here, and it would leave them just that little bit longer, which we already did. Now we're going to take it down.
With this thing, it's real important, like, if this thing was up like this,
Right up back here, so I'm just gonna leave the crown fuller so it doesn't stick up on him.
I'll pause it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just checking the front again here. Just pulling it all the way out. Making sure all my hairs are even. See for any spots that I might need to go back over.
Scrub the top of his.
Now I'm using this 2 blade. Come up from underneath. 3.5 really knocks everything else out.